Hi, it's me again, Miss Flair, and I'm going to continue the discussion of Lesson 4 titled Communication Competence. We're now on the second part of structural aspect, which is the grammar part. Subject-verb agreement. Agreement is the correct relationship between a subject and its verb, between a pronoun and its noun referent, or between a pronoun and its pronoun referent. In short, subject and verb must agree with one another in number. So let's discuss the rules. Rule number 1, the general rule. A singular subject requires a singular verb. Remember, a singular subject doesn't end with an S, while a singular verb ends with an S or ES. Let's try to answer this. The Mount Mayon are found in the Philippines. The answer is is. Why is? Because the subject is Mount Mayon. Next, my dog sleeps early. The answer is sleeps. Why sleeps? Because the subject is dog. Last, he was studying inside the room. The answer is was. Why was? Because the subject is he. On the other hand, a plural subject requires a plural verb. Contrary to the single subject and verb, plural subject ends with an S and plural verb ends without S or ES. Let's try to answer this. The houses are made of cement and wood. The answer is are. Why are? Because the subject, houses. Next, Pocholo and Dimple live the house at 6 a.m. The answer is leave. Why leave? Because of the subjects Pocholo and Dimple. Last, they were going to their nephew's birthday party. The answer is where? Because of the subject they. Rule number 2, indefinite pronoun. An indefinite pronoun does not refer to any specific person, thing, or amount. It is vague and not definite. There are 4 sub-rules under this. Let's talk about the first one. Use singular verb for single indefinite pronouns. So what are those singular indefinite pronouns? These are another, anybody, anything, either, everybody, everything, anyone, little, much, neither, nothing, somebody, everyone, someone, each, no one, nobody. Let's try to answer this. There are no one else here. The answer is. Why is? Because no one is part of single indefinite pronoun. Next, each of the dancers twirl brilliantly. The answer is twirls. Why twirls? Because each is part of the single indefinite pronoun. Next is use plural verb for plural indefinite pronouns. So what are those plural indefinite pronouns? Just remember SMBFO, which stands for several, many, both, few, and others. Let's try to answer this. Both the dogs are fighting. What is the answer? The answer is are. Why are? Because of the word both, which is part of the plural indefinite pronoun. Next, few were left alive after the eruption of Mount Pinatubo. The answer is where, because of the pronoun few. Another group of indefinite pronouns may be singular or plural depending on the noun that comes after them. So what are those indefinite pronouns? These are all, a lot, any, lots, more, most, none, plenty, some, such. So let's try to answer this. A lot of love are needed by a growing child. The answer is. Why is? Because of the subject, love. Next, why were all the boxes opened without permission? The answer is where, because of the subject, boxes. The last rule for indefinite pronoun is when a subject is preceded by each and every, the singular form of the verb is used. So to answer this, every man and woman have the right to vote. The answer is has. Why has? Because man and woman is preceded by the word every. Rule number 3, intervening phrases. An intervening phrase is a group of words, not a complete sentence, that is added between the subject and verb of a sentence. This group of words often adds information or clarifies. However, it does not change the subject-verb agreement. In here, we just need to ignore it. So here are some examples of intervening phrases. Together with, as well as, along with. Let's try to answer this. Jaya, together with Giselle, make a sandwich. So you just need to ignore together with Giselle. So the answer would be makes, because of the subject, Jaya. Next, this singer, along with few others, played the guitar on stage. Again, ignore the intervening phrase, which is along with a few others. So the answer would be plays, because the subject, singer. Rule number 4, nouns with or, either or neither nor. When subjects are joined by or, either or neither nor, the verb agrees with the subject closest to it. Let's try to answer this. Either my mother or my brothers are going to sell the house. So the closest subject is brothers. So the answer would be are. Next, neither my sisters nor my father are going to sell the house. The closest subject is father. So the answer would be is. Rule number 5, distance, measurement, money, rate, and time. Distance, measurement, money, rate, and time are singular and are used with singular form of the verb. However, if the mentioned expressions are preceded by the article the, they become plural. Let's try to answer this. 4 months are a long time. The answer is. Why is? Because 4 months is time. 50% of the job is our routine. The answer is. Why is? Because 50% is measurement. How about the last one? The 3 gallons of ice cream have not been enough. The answer would be have. Why have? Because the 3 gallons, there's the article the. Rule number 6, collective nouns. What is collective noun? Collective nouns are words for single things that are made up of more than one person, animal, place, thing, or idea. For example, choir is a large organized group of singers, and a group of fish is called shoal or school of fish. Let's try to answer this. My family live in Spain. The answer is lives. Why lives? Because of the collective noun family. And family is a group of individuals living under one roof and usually under one head. Next, the herd are stampeding. The answer is. Why is? Because of the collective noun herd. And herd is a large group of animals, especially hoofed mammals, that live, feed, or migrate together or kept together as livestock. Next, when a collective noun is regarded as individual units, the plural form of the verb is used. So in this example, the committee are arguing about who is best to lead them next year. The answer is are. Why are? In the sentence, each member of the committee is regarded since each has his own view that he argues with another member in the committee. Also, an argument cannot take place with just one participant. Rule number 7, the number and a number. Use singular verb for the expression the number and plural verb for the expression a number. Why is that? A number of means many because many plus plural noun takes a plural verb. The important thing to remember is that these expressions is acting like a quantifier. So even though it involves a singular noun number, it is serving the same role in the sentence as a quantifier such as many or a lot of. On the other hand, the number of doesn't mean many. Think of it as one number. So even though that number might be large, the purpose of this expression is to compare this one number or amount with another number amount. Let's try to answer this. The number of enrollees are seen. The answer is. Why is? Because of the number. Next, a number of attendees go to the gym. The answer is go. Why go? Because of a number. Rule number 8. Nouns plural in form but singular in meaning. Some nouns, especially those ending in s, although plural in form, are actually singular in number and in meaning. For example, our country, Philippines. So for this rule, you need to use singular verb. Let's try to answer this. The news from the front are bad. The answer is. Why is? Because of the word news. News is singular. When you say news, that is a report of recent events. Next, measles are a dangerous disease for pregnant women. The answer is. Why is? Because of the word measles. Measles is singular, so you shouldn't say missile. It should be measles. Rule number 9. Nouns in pairs. Pair nouns are thought of as having two separate parts. For example, two pant leg, that makes a whole pants. Pair nouns always have a plural form. However, when the expression a pair of comes before them, they become singular. Let's try to answer this. My glasses were on the bed. The answer is where. Why where? Because the word glasses is treated as plural. Next, a pair of plaid trousers are in the closet. The answer is. Why is? Because of the phrase a pair of. Again, when a pair of comes before them, they become singular. Rule number 10. Nouns with conjunction and. There are 4 sub-rules under this. The first one is, when joining two different nouns, one should use the plural verb form. Let's try to answer this. Alligators and crocodiles are normally found in hot countries. The answer is are. Why are? Because there are 2 different nouns, alligators and crocodiles. Next, a determiner is a word that introduces a noun. Determiners can tell if the nouns are the same or different. Having only one determiner means that the 2 nouns given are the same person or thing. Ergo, the singular form of the verb is used. Example, her student and nephew try to make it to the honor roll. We have the determiner her. It means that the student is her nephew as well. They're just the same person. So the verb would be tries, which is singular. On the other hand, determiners before each of the nouns tells that the nouns are different from each other. Thus, the plural form of the verb is used. For example, her student and her nephew try to make it to the honor roll. There are 2 determiners and 2 nouns, which means they are different persons, so you need to choose the plural verb try. The last one. When more than one noun is regarded as a unit, the singular form of the verb is used. For example, hamburger, fries, and iced tea sell at 50 pesos. The answer would be sells because they are regarded as one unit and can be bought for 50 pesos. So now let's try to answer this short activity. Number 1. The price of these jeans are reasonable. The answer is why is? Because the subject is the price. Number 2. The books borrowed from the library are on my desk. The answer is are. Why are? Because the subject is the books. Number 3. The boy who won the 2 medals are a friend of mine. answer is is. Why is? Because the subject is the boy. Number 4. Bread and butter is our daily food. The answer is is. Why is? Bread and butter is considered as one unit. Number 5. The famous singer and composer have arrived. The answer is has, because the famous singer and composer is just one person. Number 6. Collecting matchboxes is one of his favorite pastimes. The answer is because the subject is one of his favorite pastimes, not collecting matchboxes. Number 7. The quality of the candies is poor. The answer is because the subject is the quality. Number 8. Neither his father nor his mother play mahjong. The answer is plays, because the subject is again the closest, which is mother. 9. Neither parent is fond of playing mahjong. The answer is because they use the word neither. Number 10. None of my friends were there. The answer is where. Why where? Because the subject, none of my friends. Now let's move on to the last part of structural aspect, which is hearing words correctly. In the English language, it's common to come across two words that sound similar but mean different things. These are known as homophones. Homophones are two or more words that sound alike but are spelled differently and have different meanings. Homophones occur in English because there are multiple ways to spell the same sound. The word homophone is made from two combining forms. Homo from the Greek word homos, meaning same, and phone from the Greek word phone, meaning sound or voice. Some homophones are confusing, that's why you need to be careful when you read and write these words. Here are some examples of homophones. We have here the words there, there. The first one, there, which is the contraction of they are or they were. Example in the sentence, they're from Surigao. There is a possessive case of the pronoun they, meaning belonging to them, as in, this is their home. There is an adverb that means in or that place. In this sense, there is essentially the opposite of here. For example, the mall is over there. Next, won is the past tense and past participle of to win. You would use won when you want to talk about the positive outcome of a competition after it has already happened. For example, in a sentence, we won the football game. On the other hand, won refers to a single unit or thing. You would use one when you want to indicate how many or to highlight a single thing in a group. Example, I have one daughter. Here and here. Here means in, on, or at this place when used as an adverb. Simply speaking, here is used when you are referring to the place where you are. Example, please come here. Here means to perceive sounds through the ear when used as a verb. It can also mean gaining a message or information. For example, do you hear that? 2, 2, 2. 2 is a number. 2 means 2. You will also use 2 when writing out compound numbers. For example, I'll have 2 chocolates, please. 2 is a preposition and a versatile little word that can be used to say many things. You can use it to indicate a goal or a direction of movement, as well as a place of arrival. That's the way you use it when you say you're going to Palawan. You'll often use 2 when you want to indicate a relationship between words, relationship like possession, attachment, and addition. You get attached to people. You have things that belongs to you. 2 is also used to indicate a range of a period of time, like when you say it will take you 5 to 10 minutes to finish something. 2 is an adverb that can mean excessively or also. For example, I want to go to. Lose and lose. Lose is a verb that means to fail to win, to misplace, or to free oneself from something or someone. Example, did you lose your job? Lose is an adjective that means not tight. Only one O distinguishes loose from loose. Example, these pants are really loose on me. Dessert and dessert. A dessert is typically the final course of a meal. It is usually sweet. For example, we are going to have a cake for dessert. On the other hand, the word desert can be a noun or a verb. It has the following meanings. The first one is an arid land with little or no vegetation, just like in the picture. For example, in a sentence, have you ever been to the Sahara Desert in Northern Africa? And the other meaning is to abandon or to leave behind. Those are the common pair of words that confuse with each other very often, so try to explore more homophones so you won't get confused. Again, remember, homophones are words that are pronounced the same, but they have different meanings and are usually spelled differently as well. So that will be for this week. If you have any question, just ask your teacher in English 003. Have a good day, everyone!
Happy learning at home with lessons made easy by Olivarian GoTeach. One proud Olivarian.